Oh, man. Okay, well. So, here we are on Xander, which I'm sure a lot of you, if you've done the Cavalier Challenge, which does require you to do a bit more, I'm going to just show you how I did it. I'm not going to really tell you too much, but I will say that, you know, if you bring along a very strong unit like Sigurd at all, if you happen to have gotten him at all, he really does help. And this is not even an optimal Sigurd build for the most part, I guess. I could probably change his seal to be distant defense, but he doesn't really need it. I will show you the rest of the characters, though. So I am using Reinhardt because it's Reinhardt. I mean, you could probably go with something else, but for me, I like bringing along this just to make sure that Xander dies a terrible, terrible death. And I did so with Swordbreaker as well. And I just want to add that this Reinhardt is attack minus, which kind of sucks for him, but, you know. Oh, well, outside of that, Cecilia with a Gronnblade and some life and death and nonsense like that. And then, of course, we also have Gunthra with Fortify Cav and, you know, a Gronnblade as well. Just to further add into, you know, the whole problems that come here. So I'm going to go through this real quick. It's probably not going to be the best guide, but I'm sure a lot of you have already ran into this issue, if you've seen it as such at least. Mostly this guy. He's kind of an asshole. Oh my god, is he's terrible. Because of course, King Gronnwolf is going to kill any calves that may come near him, especially if they don't have any sort of way to reduce the damage. Sigurd does do really well here, just saying. So, what I'm aiming to do is I want to make sure that when it comes to party formation, since Xander has, of course, Panic Ploy, for me, I wanted to make sure that we had a, you know, someone who gave Fortify Cav. I wanted to make sure that our good friend Gunthra could at least have all of the buffs, and Cecilia will probably, you know, give a bit more there too, but that's the idea at least. Could probably stand to do it a bit differently, but right now, best I can do, especially with the current setup, because again, Xander has Panic Ploy. I want to make sure that Gunthra has all of the buffs that she can to activate her Gronnblade, and I also don't want to worry too much about Reinhardt because he doesn't really need his defensive stats right now. What we do need is the ability to get in here with the buffs that he has, at least hopefully, and manage to survive off of, you know, King Gronnwolf, because it's going to really hit hard, especially for our mages. So then we let this turn go, and this is how I did it. At this point, what I did is I stormed the freaking capital, basically. Xander has 70 health, which is ridiculous, so that's why I brought Swordbreaker along, to quad Xander and kill him as quickly as humanly possible. Then from here, the next things that I did was to make sure that I could get Gunthra up here, kill that, get that going. I want to make sure that Cecilia moves down there as well, because all we're going to get at this point is just characters who are, you know, they're going to move in such a way to try and kill Reinhardt, because Reinhardt was the only one who was technically really in range and really weak enough to do it, so of course the staff unit went with that. And then from there, with Gunthra and from the buff, you know, with Cecilia around, Gunthra can easily take care of that Lance Fighter, and Sigurd can easily do this. Now this is where I found problems, because Cecilia can do the chip damage needed, but I found that it got horrendously close to actually killing her when it came to Reinhardt, at least, because I need the attack seal. And that was how I did it myself. I'm sure you guys can find some sort of other options available, but that was just me. But man, that was a really, really challenging one to do. That adding in that King Gronnwolf one was a big kick to the balls, let me just tell you. It took me a little bit, but I managed to think, oh, okay, well, I just need to get rid of Xander and everything's good. And I did. Man, Swordbreaker really does help with that kind of stuff, Jesus Christ. Anyways, best of luck on that one, guys. Ooh, man, I did not like that one bit.